building. Nav, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
How you feeling, man? How you doing on this quarantine?
I mean, I'm chilling. I think I'm just about ready for it to be done, like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Starting to lose your mind?
A little bit, yeah. I started going over to like friends' houses and stuff. I'm like, fuck it, man. I just can't do it no more.
Nah, I feel you, son. I'm. At first, I was liking it. I was loving the rest. I was loving the reset. But then now I'm just like, I'm tired of looking at these damn white walls. Like I need
Right,
to, you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
And like it's like after you play like Call of Duty for 4 hours, bro, you're so burnt, and then you're like, after I played Call of Duty, usually before quarantine, I'd be like, all right, cool, I'm done playing video games. Let me go outside. But now there's
Right.
no outside.
Exactly.
So it's music.
So I mean, outside of the video games, what are you doing to like keep yourself busy?
I mean, this album been keeping me busy. Luckily, right before the quarantine started, Cash finished his like Bape studio. He has like a whole Baped out studio.
Dope.
Like literally, like the same week that we started quarantining, his studio opened up at his crib. So that helped a lot with the album. And I just been locked up in there, really, to be honest.
Nah, That's what's up. And you got an album coming out Friday, Good Intentions.
Yes,
So
sir.
we looking forward to this album because Turks is already going crazy up here in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? We done seen the trailer that you dropped. So talk to me about the album. What are we gonna hear on the album? You know, you got any features? Like who's gonna be on this album?
I got Gunna on there, Thug, Pop
Mm-hmm.
Smoke. You know, I don't give too much away with the features, but it's like, you know, every album is just like another chapter in my life, and it's like you'll see the maturity in the content. You know what I mean? And just everything is just like I'm always trying to make better music. Like I'm a music man first. You know what I mean?
Right.
So whatever I could do. If the bass got to be tighter, if the chords got to be tighter, if the melodies got to be tighter, I'm going to focus and consciously make an effort to be better. So that's really what this album is really me trying to like, you know, show my craft.
And it's crazy that you say that too, because you can tell that you really about that. Because I was just having a conversation with somebody where I was saying like, with your music, you could tell that you was like a super producer, you know, engineer first, because your music is just sonically, it just sounds like something totally different than what a lot of music just sounds right now. Like you have, like just in the sonics of how your music sounds, it's in a whole nother lane with itself. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, like me and my engineer, we go back and forth with mixes. Like I might change EQ settings or something. Like I know pretty much 85% of what he know, and he know a lot. Right. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So like this album, we got new like outboard. He got new outboard gear. To like run my vocals through, you know, as we're mixing. Right. Like I think it's gonna set like tone wise and quality wise, we're definitely gonna set the bar higher for like music with this album.
So with you being in the quarantine and you know we've been locked down for a while, like have you had the result to like, I don't know, possibly recording at home, or how is that even like going down?
I mean, I did at first, and then once Cash's spot opened up, we got a new like young kid who's an engineer that we just found, and my boy Pro, who produced a lot of the album, he's there and he records me too. So we just have, you know, we have people to record me now, so I'm good. Like and we got I moved a lot of my studio equipment from my house into Cash's studio.
Okay.
Just because I stopped using the one in my house like this last couple of weeks, because the one at this house is crazy.
Right. That's what's up. Now, the people that's, you know, tuning in right now that possibly don't know like your beginning story, I want to take it to the beginning real quick. You know, how did you get your start, like even in the business? Like, because I'm pretty sure I know that, you know, you probably started off as a producer, but just even getting into the circles that you got in, then getting signed to, you know, XO with The Weeknd and them, like, how did that even become?
It was really long, like I'd say it was really long, like up and down, like 10-year journey.
Right.
From like the age of 16, I started making beats in high school, and I knew I had something going on. Like one of my teachers heard my beat on the computer, and he didn't believe it was mine, you know? Word. And I was like, shit, like I must be doing something. Like nobody really believed my beats were mine. So I'm like, cool. And then when high school was done, like I was already like failing in school and stuff, because I don't know, I couldn't really pay attention in class and stuff. So I spent an extra year in high school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after that was done, it's like, okay, all these kids is going to university, but I'm not a university kid, you know what I mean? Like I didn't even have the grades to go to university. So I was like, my mom and them were supportive. They're like, whatever you want to do, whatever you sure of, do it. I'm like, okay, cool. There's a studio school that's an hour and a half away on the bus, literally, like Rexdale to Mississauga. And I used to take that bus every day and go to that school. for like 2 years. And I guess the first year I wasn't. I kind of feel like I wasted my time because I took a live program like for stages and stuff, and I wasn't really interested. I was like more focused on like the job mentality, like go to school, get a job.
Right.
But I shortly, like after graduating or getting out of the program, I realized that's not how music works. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's no jobs. There's no studios in Toronto. There's like 5 studios that are actually like reputable. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's like, if you're gonna be an engineer, you're gonna be an assistant engineer for like 5 years. You're not gonna make nothing. And then other artists are gonna come in with their engineer anyway. So you're just gonna be assisting. So it didn't make no sense to me. So then I just started like hustling with my boys from my hood. Like my boy was rapping. So we go like up north to like Maple to like one of our other boys' house who has some money, and we record in that basement. I record him. So what I would do is I would charge people for a beat, like $200 for a beat. I'd be like, all right, you like this beat? All right, cool. $200 for the beat. And then, yo, you ready to record right now? I got my equipment right now. We can record this right now for $40 an hour. So I'm going $300 off each person that walks through there. It was like a trap house kind of, you know what I mean? And it literally was a trap house too. It literally was a trap house, and I was treating the music shit like a trap. So it went from that to like, next thing I was having issues making beats. I was dry for ideas. I used to have like creative block a lot. So a way to help me with the creative block, I was like, let me get a microphone so I could do song ideas, and then the song ideas I'll make a beat around it, and then I'll take the beat and I'll give it to people. Yep. But one of them song ideas I end up sending to somebody, and he's like, yo, you gotta put this shit out. So then I put the shit out on SoundCloud, and next thing you know, I'm a fucking artist. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it instantly got like 5,000 plays, which was like crazy to drop something at 5,000 plays. And now we getting billions of streams. But it's like, it just kept building the momentum. Then my producer side kept building momentum. Then around the same time that my song "Take Me Simple" took off on SoundCloud and like on like the internet and stuff, was the same time that I found out I produced back to back. So it's like the producer thing and the artist thing was, the artist is like, the world is seeing the artist thing first, but behind the scenes, the producer thing was just neck and neck with it. You know what I mean? I was still doing big stuff, but the artist thing is what cut through for me, and it kind of fast forwarded everything for me, especially being like 25, 26, becoming an artist. It helped me really make things quicker and make more money and get my traction going quicker. So, yeah.
I mean, it's crazy because just hearing your story, it makes me like, if you probably at that time you didn't think, like, you were just probably like, man, I'm just a producer, I'm just trying to make it, I'm just trying to get in, but you didn't see that everything that you was going through, all your experiences was getting you ready to become this artist that you are today. Like you said, you didn't care 100%. Nothing about the stages or nothing like that, but now you do. I'm pretty sure you being an artist.
I always use one story as an example of like character building. It's like when I was a kid, my cousins, they lived in better areas than us. They had more money than my family. My parents were pretty much the brokest out of all, like, you know? Right. And I used to envy them a lot. And I used to be like, to my mom, I used to be like, yo, can we like move to like Mississauga, to nicer areas? Like, why do we live in Rexdale? Like, this is whack. You know, I hate everything. And now I'm like here, and I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, thank God I grew up where I grew up. That shit kind of it molded me to be like, you know, a real person. Like, I got to see people from all types of walks of life. People that don't have both parents. People that have one parent that never really was around. Like, one of my best friends, his pops was never around, and his mom died when he was like 20. And I got to see shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, them fending for themselves, and I have the advantage of having 2 parents, an Indian background, blah blah blah. Right. So I'm like, all the things that seem bad in the moment in life are not really ever bad. They always serve their purpose. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Now, like, you know, coming up, like, with you starting off as like a producer, who was some of like your favorite producers growing up that influenced you?
Probably growing up, like from a young age, I'd say like Pharrell, you know, Neptunes, Timberland, Dr. Dre, and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's crazy how like as I progress, like they're more like older now, and like people I learn from. And now there's all these new guys that's like crazy, and they making shit like this, like they make beats fast, and it's a different game now. Like, there's not so much people are like in front of a microphone. Like Timberland used to like record little cups and stuff and make cool sounds out of it. And now we got everything in the computer, so the game has totally changed. You know what I'm saying? Since then.
That's dope. Now, have you been watching like the versus battles?
Yeah, the one with Timberland and Swiss Beats was crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how crazy their catalog was. That shit's crazy.
That's the thing about this versus battles. It's crazy just to see, like, even with the songwriters, some of the songs that you didn't even know that they wrote. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nuts. So like,
I would like to see one. I would like to see one with Scott Storch and somebody. You know?
Yeah. Well, Scott Storch did one against Manny Fresh.
Oh, really? They did? I never
But
saw that. That's crazy.
but I think it was like it was kind of one sided because I kind of felt like it was like more of a hits versus culture. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it
100%.
depended on what you like, what your preference was. Like if you was going straight hits, then yeah, Scott Storch won. But if you was going culture, maybe like Manny Fresh won to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man, he built the whole sound. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So like, you know, being on quarantine right now, man, like what's like the one thing that you miss the most?
It's I wouldn't say I really miss anything besides
Hmm.
like going to like parties and stuff when you want to go out. I'm not really a
Right.
party guy, but like I do after working a while, I want to go to a social environment when you have a couple of drinks, right?
Right.
But for me, the thing I miss the most is when like I drop a song and we go outside. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
feel the energy in the club. And like we dropped Turks, that was my highest charting song, and I
Right.
couldn't go to no club to feel it play because that's a club record too. And I'm just like, I'm just waiting for this shit to be over so I can go really listen to my songs in the club and like, are they as loud as everything else? You know, you want
Right.
to like go and feel that, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And speaking of Turks, you actually like you shot the video on Turks as well, right? How was that?
no, we shot the video in LA, but we did the song in Turks. Me
Oh,
and
you
Gunna
did
were
the
actually
song in Turks.
visiting.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, we took a vacation. I actually didn't even want to go on the vacation.
Mm.
Cash had to convince me because I'm like, I saw a video of like Birdman and he was saying something about he don't want to take a vacation until like the end, and he's gonna vacation. He's gonna do a vacay forever. You know what I mean? I kind of have the same mentality. You know, I always like I be killing myself trying to work, like even just sitting in the house and just thinking about work. And he
Right.
convinced me to come over there, and I was glad I went. You know, because it was we had a good time, and then that song came out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Yeah.
crazy.
Nah, definitely, man. Well, listen, Nav, we appreciate you for tuning in, you know, checking in with us. We doing this big thing in Connecticut right now, man. We doing this big Feed CT. We partnered up with the Salvation Army, and we just like raising meals, you know what I'm saying, for the community and all that. So, you know, we really appreciate you tapping in with us and, you know, just getting everybody's spirits back up. We already raised like 17,000 meals already, man. So,
Wow, good for you
yeah,
guys.
it's been
Amazing.
crazy. So we're gonna keep this thing moving, man. And you know, thank you for tapping in with us. You know, Friday, everybody that's listening, man, go out there, support that album, Good Intentions. And we're just gonna keep going up with this Turks record, man.
Yes, sir. You already know. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Peace.
All right, peace.